Hello player. Are you enjoying your time here at Skirmish?
You bet. Especially since we can do whatever we want without regard for the rules.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Well, for starters, I have to take note that you have a field with over 4,000 players on it. However, what you don't have is enough referees to manage them and keep tabs on all of them.
So,
what you have is a gigantic mess of unregulated cheaters.
are you implying that we let everyone cheat?
Well, not everyone. I'm sure there are players out there that are simply honest and good sportsmen. Though, I'm also sure that there are a good deal of them that are in fact cheaters.
And how would they be cheating?
You are a medic ref, right?
Yes.
So every time a player gets marked, he or she is supposed to come to you and get a mark on their medic card. Is that correct?
Yes, that is also correct.
How many times can a player visit the medic ref before they have to leave the field?
3.
And who holds them to that exactly?
We do?
Really? How?
We tell them to leave the field.
Oh? And you follow them out of the field to the staging areas?
No, of course not.
So how do you know if they even left the field?
Well, I know that I shouldn't see that particular player again for a good while.
Right. So, there really is no way for you to verify if that player left the field?
No, not really.
Would you agree that if there were more referees around, it would be much more difficult for a player to circumvent the system you have implemented?
I guess so, yeah.
Let's not forget that players are supposed to rechronograph their markers every time they enter the field. Because they might not leave the field in the first place, they are effectively dodging the speed check on their markers.
Well, I guess that could happen.
Excuse me, are you the medic ref?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thanks.
I'll bet she wanted to know where you are so she wouldn't get busted wiping off her own hits. So, are there any other times that a player gets their marker speed checked?
Every time a player visits the medic ref, we check marker speeds with a handheld chronograph.
Really? Well, I guess she dodged the bullet, so to speak.
How's that?
Never mind.
So what you are inferring is that there are people on the field that are dodging the chrono, and are thus shooting hot?
Precisely. Now you're catching on. Although, I can't say that I blame them.
Really? Why is that?
Simply put, this paint your field is dishing out is as hard as marbles. In order for it to break at any engaging distance, you probably need to push your marker velocity up to 400 feet per second.
That's a little extreme, don't you think?
Not really. I took a whole rope from some guy's EGA 11 just a little while ago. Not one ball broke on me. The only mark it left was the welt under my jersey. I didn't even have to run for cover. I just pointed at the guy and laughed. Needless to say, he wasn't amused.
That's probably why he turned his velocity up.
Regardless, the quality of the paint is absolute garbage.
So what's wrong with it exactly?
Nothing really. That is, if you like paying premium prices for low-grade paint.
Those paintballs are custom crafted for this field and they get delivered no more than 2 days before the event. You can't get paint any more fresh than that.
Custom crafted indeed. It takes so much more to get a ball that has your company logo on it, doesn't it? I don't really think that there is a single player on this field that gives a damn about whether the paintball has skirmish.com printed on it or not. Rather, I think that they would better appreciate a better quality product. I can't imagine that the players don't feel ripped off.
Why do you say that?
Did you graduate from a high school?
No, I'm still in high school.
That figures. Well, anyway, I'll lay it out for you as simply as I can.
Go for it.
Any player that has been around the sport for a year or more has figured out that a wholesale box of paintballs sells for roughly $35. When you charge $80 for one box, you just made a $35 profit. Now, take into account that this event we are playing is a 2-day event. No player will use just one box of paintballs over these 2 days. So, you are likely to sell 2 or 3 boxes on average. $35 multiplied by 2 boxes of paintballs is $90.
So, what is your point?
There are 4,000 players out here. With just a 2-box average, this field made $360,000 in paint sales alone. Then throw in a $60 admittance fee, again, multiplied by 4,000, and there is another $240,000 of profit. We haven't even discussed concessions like food and drink sales. I would bet that this field cleared $1 million of profit this weekend.
Making money is the name of the game in this business, you know.
Yeah, I know. But for the love of God, do you really need to take the customer to the cleaners?
You do realize that they have to pay the staff too?
What staff? Do you mean the 10 people working the concession stand? Or the 15 people you have as your ref staff?
We have more than 15 refs out here.
Don't make me laugh. If there are more than 15 referees out here, they must be wearing +5 elven cloaks of invisibility.
So am I to assume that you are dissatisfied with your experience here and won't be returning for next year's event?
I think that would go without saying.
Excuse me, player. I need to see your medic card. Wait, come back here.
Some fools never learn.